Good evening, all of you. My topic today is mystic mathematics, and we all know math gives us hope that every problem should have some solution. So that sort of a hope is there with mathematics, right? And this topic I am attempting as a project for my first level in research and presenting. And the references I have used is from the discourse by Sri Bananjay Govindacharya. He is a paragon in Hindu mythology when it comes to the Madhva philosophy and overall spirituality in India. With that introduction, I want to introduce my topic in three parts. The first part, I will speak a little bit on mathematics behind breathing. Second part, the mystic mathematics behind mantras. And finally, I will end the speech with sharing some mystic mathematics behind the life creation on earth. So with that, I will move on to the first part, maths of breathing. Normally, any human being would take 2 seconds for an incoming breath and 2 seconds for an outgoing breath. So that's overall 4 seconds for one breath. So if you do the maths as I am sharing it here, we'll be taking 60 seconds. In 1 minute, we'll be taking 15 breaths, and in 1 hour, we'll be taking 900 breaths. So in a day, a normal human being will take 21,600 breaths, right? So when the internal clock in our body is 6,000 breaths, the external calendar will be 1 day. Means you would have aged by 1 day. How about we slow our breath and take 8 seconds for one breath? Now for taking 21,600 breaths, we would have spent in the external clock 2 days or 48 hours. Right? So that is the science behind our pranayama and the practice of slow breathing, which is taught since ages in our Hindu mythology. So that is one clue. I spoke a little bit about this in the last week, so I will not spend much time on this particular part 1, and I will move on from this 4-second breathing practice for a normal human being. I will move on to the next topic, spend some time here. I call this as mathematics behind our mantras. So, how many of you are familiar with the mantras we recite? For example, Gayatri mantra, which is very, very famous. So, let's look at that example, Gayatri mantra, and see if there is some mathematics which can be revealed to us in that and which is going to help us. Right? When we look at Gayatri mantra, it consists of 24 aksharas, right? Or syllables in English. So when a person repeats Gayatri mantra 3000 times, he would have 72,000 repeated that aksharas 72,000 times. Well, so what is the maths behind this? Please hang on. And I will take one more example, our Vishnu Sahasranama mantra, which has 1000 names of Lord Vishnu. We all know the Vishnu Sahasranama mostly by heart since our childhood days, and we recite it almost every day, these 1000 names of Lord Vishnu. How are these formed? Give some time to think about how these 1000 names of Lord Vishnu was picked. It is written here, it is written in the Vishnu Sahasranama preface that Yami Namani Gaunani, means the rishis who wrote this Vishnu Sahasranama picked these 1000 names of Lord Vishnu from so many a vast knowledge base which they had. And why only these 1000 names were chosen? Because when we add these 1000 names, we get these 36,000 swaras and 36,000 vyanjanas. Overall, again, it leads to 72,000. So here again, we see that mathematics coming to 72,000 when we add up all the swaras and vyanjanas of Vishnu Sahasranama. Interestingly, our body, human body, consists of 36,000 nadis on the left side of our body and 36,000 nadis on the right side, nerve centers. These are all the major nadis. If you look at minor ones in the brain itself, there are more than million nadis or cells. So the major nadis of our human body is comprised of total 72,000, exactly matching this Vishnu Sahasranama or Gayatri mantra repeated 3,000 times, Vishnu Sahasranama once, right? So each of these aksharas and vyanjanas have a great or profound impact on our nadis, on the human body. It is said that repetition of this Vishnu Sahasranama like once in a day will clean up the entire human body. All 72,000 nadis of a person will be totally clean when you repeat this Vishnu Sahasranama a day in the proper chandas and having that conviction and belief that it's going to help me. In the Falashruti of Vishnu Sahasranama, it is mentioned, Rogartho Muchyate Bandhat Rogat. So it means that any roga or any disease a person might have will be totally cured if you recite this Vishnu Sahasranama in a day. So that is the maths behind the mantras, and of course Gayatri Mantra also has got 24 aksharas. This signify the 24 avatars of Lord Vishnu. Actually, we say Dashavatara and 10 avatars, which are more prominent in our Manvantara. But if you look at Srimad Bhagavatam, there are 24 avatars of Lord Vishnu. Each of them have been signified by this Gayatri Mantra. So that's the little secret and mystic behind the mantras. Moving on, now I would like to take this number 4, what we also discussed earlier, into a different concept. We looked at 4 seconds per breath. Now let's look at expanding that into the 4 yugas. So you may know we are in Kali Yuga now, and how many yugas we have already spent? There are 3 yugas we have already spent. So how much of time since the earth has been created? What is the age of earth? What is the mathematics behind that? Or what is the age of Brahma, who is the creator of the earth? So a little bit deep into that, if you look at it and calculate, I'll share it in the screen so that it's easy for us to visualize. Now we are in Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga is supposed to be for 4,32,400 years. Now, before this, it was Dwapara Yuga, which was 2 times the duration of Kali Yuga, and that is 8.64 lakh years. And before that is Treta Yuga, which is 3 times the duration of Kali Yuga, and then Krita Yuga, which was the first Yuga, and it was 4 times the duration of Kali Yuga. So we get Kali Yuga into 10. If you do that maths, you get the total of 43,24,000 years for 1 Yuga Chakra. Simple maths, right? You just take 4.32 lakhs Kali Yuga, and then Dwapara 2 times, Treta 3 times, and Krita 4 times. So total 10 times. So multiply that by 10 and you get this. Now, for 1 Yuga, that is 43,24,000 years, what about for 1,000 of such Yuga Chakras? Multiply by 1,000 and you get 432 crore years, wherein we have this 1,000 Yuga Chakras. Well, why am I sharing this? Because 432 crore years is significant to 1 day of our creator Brahma. So 432 crore years is this Srishti aspect of 1 day, that is 12 hours in Brahma's life. And again, when people say Pralaya, it's nothing but the night of Brahma, which is again 432 crore years. So totally, Brahma's life of 1 day is 864 crore years. Isn't this fantastic, the way Rishis and Munis of of India have developed these mantras and the maths behind that? We come to this mathematics behind this, age of the earth. As I told, we are in the Kali Yuga. Actually, it is 28th Kali Yuga now. And we are in the 7th Manvantara. 1 Manvantara is equal to 30 crore years. And we have passed 6 such Manvantaras. So 180 crore years have already passed since earth was created. And in this Manvantara, 7th Manvantara, Vaivasata Manvantara, we are already at 18 crore, 20 crore years, approximately that way. So total age of earth we get from this mathematics as almost approximately 190 to 200 crore years. Isn't this fantastic, Toastmasters and guests, to know and also to teach our children the great intuition and the way our ancient Rishis and Munis were calculating with total scientific basis all the aspects of our philosophy. Moving on to the bonus slide. I am not able to see the timer, so I hope I am within time still. Moving on to the bonus slide. What is the significance of this number 9876543210? So just for fun, I've added this this aspect. Anyone want to comment? You can please do. Please drink 9 glasses of water in a day. 8 hours of sound sleep for all of us. seven wonders of the world are there for us to go and visit and see. 6 times in a week, please do exercise and workout. 5 days of a week, give your best to the work. And then 4, have a 4-wheeler to roam around. And 3, everybody's dream is to own a 3 BHK flat to live. And then 2, remember the duality of life. Nothing is permanent. Happiness follows sorrow, and sorrow is again followed by happiness. Life, death are dual. So please remember the duality of life. And then 1, there's just one life now. Enjoy your life. And then 0, live each day with 0 tension. So fellow Toastmasters and guests, life, mathematics is happiness plus laughter. You multiply that by love, but reduce hatred and worry from your life and have a blessed life. Thank you. Sure. Sure, I'll do that.